You got it all hooked up.
Yeah.
Let me.
All right, yeah, I can play something.
Yeah, dude.
Let me see. I can. I don't know if I'll get it on the screen, but you'll probably be able to hear it.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. Listen, it's Thursday, yo. It's Thirsty Thursday. Drink some water, everyone. Let's get hydrated.
Tomorrow's Friday.
Yeah, Rebecca Black said that like 10 years ago.
And
All right,
she
let's
also
see. Can you
said
hear
it's
this?
Friday. Gotta get high on Friday.
Can we hear it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This Isaac Hayes sample chopped up a little bit.
I'm gonna mute Cam and I.
Fucking Isaac Hayes. Fucking soul. So yeah, I mean, I'm fucking with this. Every beat I make now is like I got Hero in mind. So I told him that. All right, there's more. All right, that's all you get. Beats over beats.
Beats over beats. What's going on? It's Thursday. It's Nick
What do you
Lovin.
do?
It's Obese the Prophet.
And it's Cam.
It's Cam. Cam, how do you say your name? Not Cam, but like your producer name. I can't spell that.
Vicentenced.
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 Yeah.
Vicentenced.
Vicentenced, yeah.
Vicentenced. All right, cool. So, like, on the first episode, I know you kind of explained a little bit, like, the backstory kind of, like, came to you, right? But just for the people, for the content, for Here the MC, for
Bars.
Boston, dude, for bars, dude.
Yes,
For
in
Maine,
Boston.
let them know. Why did you choose that name? Why do you rep it? What's the story?
Now, some of the details over time have become slightly cloudy, so you can go fact check me on the first episode, you social justice warriors, you in the comments.
Hey, listen,
I know you're there.
after this, I'm writing up the Wikipedia page for you, so don't worry. We'll get it all.
Nice.
We'll get it all right.
I'm pretty sure it was just one day we were either like freestyling in school or I was showing people beats or something, and someone came up with a bar and this or something, and he was like, "You've been sentenced," and I'm like, "Oh, my name's Vicente. Vicentenced kind of works." And then I started using it, flipping it a little bit, and I was just like, "All right, this is me now."
Damn.
Been doing it since the freshman year of high school, 2 years ago.
You've been sentencing people places? What's the?
Yeah.
Where have you been sending them? Or sentencing them?
To the streets, try to come up on me, be like, "Hey, yo, I'm trying to get with you. Nah, you belong to the streets. You trying to come up against me in a beat battle." I do beatboxing a little bit for people who don't care. It's there now. I don't care about your opinions.
Okay, anyway, so what type of music do you produce? What's your like go-to producing style? Do you like trap? Do you like lo-fi? I mean, what would you consider your genre?
Um, I've done so much of a little. I've done pretty much a little bit of everything. Um, I'm definitely right now trying to learn some more boom bap oriented. Because I've been trying to get Hero on one of my beats for the longest time, but I just started off with the trap stuff.
Mm,
So I'd send him something and he'd be like, that's not me. Like I could probably find you someone that could, but it's just not me.
mm.
It's like not my sound. So, and I've experimented with it a little bit. I've definitely done like some boom trap, like some R&B boom bap type mix. But I want to try and do like some pure boom bap stuff in the future. Future, yeah.
For the future?
Oh God,
Future. That
I'm
could be your
blaming that
next
on my
track,
school.
dude. No, don't blame that. That's like
I got
a
some
happy
fucking
accident.
some tips and tricks for you, man, for the boom bap shit.
Hells yeah. We'll have
What
to
would you
link up
say
one
your
day over
top?
that.
What would your top three advice be to give Cam right now for boom bap? Like,
Well, what are you using again? You got the
I'm using Fruity Loops 20
okay.
with an Akai Fire, which is kind
Yep.
of like the MPC a little bit, not as technical.
Right. It's more of a sequencer, right?
Um,
Use it with FL Studio in unison with, right?
yeah, it's made specifically for, so I
Right.
mean, I can just hold it up. It's not super huge like my new
Yeah,
mark
yeah,
is.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's kind of like a step sequencer in a way.
Yeah, I mean, when I
Basically,
look at it, I kind of think of like Ableton Push and
yeah,
MPC had a kid with a couple deformalities.
yeah. So for boom bap, there's a few things in FL Studio if you're fucking with that. And that number one thing is Fruity Slicer. So
Mm,
that it may, I don't know what 20, I fucked with 20 for a little bit, but I like 8 and 10 are my favorites. So I got 8
hmm
producer edition double XL and I just stuck with it. So I don't know if it comes with the 20, but it didn't come with 8. I had to download it after the fact, but I have it now. So Fruity Slicer, it's free to download. It's not the video game, so there's a video game. If you look at it, try to get for your fucking phone, Fruity Slicer. That's not it. But
You mean Fruit Ninja?
no, there's a game called Fruity Slicer. You can get it like
Damn.
it's not the same. Either way, if you get on FL Studio and you put your sample into Fruity Slicer, you can choose how many
Right
bars.
here. I've got it.
Okay, yeah, and so you can drag a sample into that. Of course, the sample you drag in there, it's got to be like an old R&B or a soul sample or
hmm
jazz or something like that. If you want boom bap, right?
yo, so
So,
let me interrupt real quick,
yeah.
Cam. I'm gonna send you this, right? And this is low key a cheat code, right? I wish this is gonna be a quick advice tip for you. I'm gonna send you this YouTube channel, and I recommend you download like a YouTube to MP3 converter and just mess with samples from YouTube, right? What he's saying. So the Fruity Slicer is a sampler that is used in FL Studio, and I'm gonna send you
hmm
the Vinyl Frontier Plus. Now, Vinyl Frontier is actually like a low key vinyl collector, like I don't know, collective, and
hmm
you can pay a certain amount of money and they'll send you samples all year round through
Nice.
like collecting vinyl and stuff. So they have a YouTube channel of some of their best hits. So I'm going to send this to you and you should listen to them and see
And I
if
have
that works.
folders and folders of fucking samples that are chopped and not chopped. I have folders where I've chopped the samples and then I have the original song too. So you can have the
hmm
whole song too, but I've chopped it into a certain way where it's
And
up.
I may
I
be
have a
wrong
bunch of
here, but I believe Edison is something that I have that I could use to chop samples and map that to my Fire
and
controller.
so first tip is that FL fucking Fruity Slicer, right? So once you
Yep.
put a sample in there, you fuck with it. Basically, if you need help, you can just fucking hit me up because I'm always around. And it's easy and quick. We could jump on here and go over it. I just don't feel like doing it right now, but it's simple. Once you drag and drop your sample into the FL slicer, it kind of automatically chops it or slices it for you, but you can adjust that, you know what I'm saying, to the timing to that you want. And I can tell you the tips and tricks to get the boom back. Second thing you want to do with a boom back, for me anyway, on FL Studio is I double time it. So like boom baps in between 80 and 90 BPM normally, right? So I'm going to double time that, and it's going to be between 160 and 180.
Yep.
That's my double timed. Yeah, you can see how it slices and shit like that on the thing. But you can use that shit. It's real simple to use, and you can easily look on YouTube too if you're into that shit and just find out how to use it. There's a little slicer you can kind of see above where it says auto fit on there. There's a little, it looks like a razor blade. That's what you click, and I always click on it says beat, because that puts it right on beat. There's like half beat, quarter beat, third beat, whatever. I just beat, and then you can stretch up there where it says 8 beats next to 60 BPM. If it's too short, like going too fast, like and you can't fucking understand it, then you grab that 8 beats thing and you drag it up to like 16, or like, you know, sometimes you might have to go to 24 or 32, whatever it is, to make it sound right for your thing. It's really easy to use once you get it in there. And then, like I said, keeping it double timed, like 160, 180, because it's really hard to drop in the kicks unless you're going to use piano roll on FL Studio to make the kicks sound like, that half step kick that's in there. So when you,
it's like a swing.
Yeah. So normally like a kick could just be, right? But with the boom bap, you want to create that swing with that half kick. So
yeah,
get that boom, you know, like to get that little half step, I double time it, and then you drop the kick right before the snare, like on the box right before the snare, and you'll get that bap, you know, into the boom bap a lot easier than if you had the tempo just set at 80, because there isn't that extra space in there, is what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. That's your second trick to get that. And the drums got to be like that. If you just make it like regular, it's not going to be as boom bap-ish, you know? And then at the top, obviously, the top right of FL Studio, there's a little slider for your swing. So if you drag your slider for your swing up at the top of FL Studio on the right-hand side, it's a little tiny slider up there.
Where it's in FL Studio, like in the big
open
file?
Up FL Studio and be inside FL Studio, just hanging out there.
Let's see a modern day window of FL Studio. I just want to make sure that everybody's kind of getting a view of it too, you know, not just us.
It's hard to bring up.
Yeah, it's not opening. But hey, you know what?
Just wait a second. Hold on. I can probably just show. I know it's modern day, but it's the same here.
Ooh, I heard that familiar
ping. All right, word. He's going to even put FL Studio
if it works. Here. Is it working?
No.
Yeah, I'm running into that.
I do see your screen, like, trying. Bear with us, folks. Yo, while we do this, let's do some quick shout-outs.
Yeah.
Yo, shout-out to Paranoia. Oh, man. The one and the only, man. I have dreams of that man.
Did you see what this dude wrote? What's his name? Mark
J.
Yep. So wow. So if Vince is in high school and you think you have 3 generations represented, like seriously, bro, are you calling me fucking old, bro?
Yeah, I don't think he meant it like that.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think.
It's all in love.
I don't see this ginger beard right yet. So I'm still doing well, you know. No, I'm just fucking. I'm almost 40, so it's kind of a stretch, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But I just thought that was hilarious. Like, I don't know this guy.
It is what it is.
And to call it out and be like teens, 20s, and 30s, like fuck you, you know? Like, how'd you know that?
Yeah, definitely. Though I need to pick up some more sounds.
Well, shout out to Mark J, because he's a photographer. And he's a good person. I actually know him. So,
ooh, a fellow photographer.
He probably had no clue, like, of your age, because I feel like, I don't want to disclose age, but we're probably all in that same age gap together. So, shout out Maddie. Yo, Derek, just gotta let you know, your girlfriend's looking for you. I don't know if you know that.
What
Shout
do you
out
mean?
to Night
This
Hot.
Derek guy is impersonating Hero the MC. I've been reading the messages. We don't appreciate impersonation here. We know Hero. He's in the chat. Just don't do it. Come on.
All right. So if my
Oh, he's
screen
got
off
people
screen,
now. I gotta watch my back.
you see my screen off screen is sharing my screen. When I go over to FL Studio, just bring it up. Just click it to bring it in.
Okay, I will.
See it. So if I can get FL Studio.
I slip sometimes. I'm so sorry. I feel bad sometimes when I say that name that should not be named. I sweat about it at night. I really do. But anyway, shout out Blue Productions, dude.
Are we up right now? Can I see it? Let me see.
I just still kind of see.
Is it black?
Like a blank window. Yeah, it's black. Let's see. About 2 weeks ago, you said. Yep. Gotcha. So he's doing a live stream too. That's cool. We'll talk about that. So,
Yo, live streaming the wave now.
yo, live stream is the wave, dude. How crazy is that? That we can just do this now. It's live stream.
And we do. Every day, pretty much.
How about we do this? While we wait for this window to figure itself out, let's play some beats.
Yeah, play some beats.
All right. Can you guys hear this? Oh, there goes my camera, man. Dude, what a technical difficulties.
Heard that.
Oh, man, that's so funny. Oh, man. Yo, shout out to the freaking camera. Can you hear that noise?
Whoa.
Like
Hear like that clicking noise.
Yeah, that clicking noise. That wasted noise.
Yeah. But it sounds like it's coming out of your speakers, though.
Oh, man, definitely. All right. Here's what we'll do. We'll play some beats from last week, and then we'll go into the newer beats, because that's what we got going. And I got to fix this camera, so...
Yes, sir.
Yeah, unless, Cam, you want to do like a freestyle vocoder session for everyone here.
Let's see. What do I have for presets?
Where'd you get the vocoder? What's the vocoder from?
It's just a program called Voice Mod. I initially downloaded it to mess with my Zoom classes, because it creates a virtual microphone in the computer, and then it just routes whatever microphone you're using through it. So I initially downloaded it, and then I realized it had so many more cool things. Like I've got a soundboard on here.
Bruh.
It just works. And, you know, I can always just hit people with stuff like I did last night on the Wednesday show.
Want a Sprite cranberry?
Yes, I have messed with MPC Beats a little tiny bit, but not really feeling it.
MPC Beats or slicing samples.
Yeah, I got the 2500, and if I want, I can just put it in here and 16 level it out and just chop it like that and play it like an instrument with each individual pad, and that's what I used to do. But it's so much easier in FL Studio for me to fucking chop it in real time on a 3-inch monitor or whatever.
Yeah.
Than over on the MPC or even an MPC Beats program, because I think they still got a little ways to go. Because FL's just been around for so fucking long.
Do y'all want me to send you some stuff to play on air tonight?
Yeah, I've sent it over to his fucking email so that he could put it on the SoundCloud. I think it's like put it up on the SoundCloud.
Yeah, I mean, I believe I'm not gonna try scrolling back in the messages in the group chat. 'Cause I was like, I think I sent a link to the group chat when I made the file on Google Drive, but that was a couple weeks ago, and we're on that thing like every day. So,
Yeah.
Do I have your permission to keep your beats on Beats Over Beats SoundCloud?
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to try to upload them all soon. I just have to get on that graphic design and do the artwork.
Dude,
for.
You got it, man.
I got a beat for you right here.
Have you been doing graphic design? Is that like something that you like doing? Because you were doing T-shirts before for Bars Over Bars, right?
Yeah, I did graphic design like full time a little before. I mean, I kind of do it occasionally now, and that bars over bars thing was just straight like, hey, I'm going to shoot a video with Hero and some other guys. I think Paranoia was there. I'm not too sure. It was last year before the end of Stewie Gray's career.
What happened to that camera? Did
Sorry?
it fall downstairs?
So the camera fell like right behind. So check this out. All right, guys, behind the scenes. Let me make sure that everything looks fine for the camera. All right, cool.
Yo,
So
shout out K-Bye. Completely said, yup, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna go there. I'll be there. We're gonna do it. The day of.
and she did it. She was there.
Nothing.
Bada bing.
Just nothing. No one reached her. Like, could not reach her. Nothing.
All right. Well,
Now she's
anyway,
making moves. So
we all making moves, dude. We're all making moves. Yo, we're
that
back.
link is coming right at you now, Nick.
All right, word. So
Y'all can just pick whatever.
listen, I don't know the answers to these controversial questions about Boston hip hop, and I really am all about just the beats and the love. So shout out Greyhound. He switched his name to Stewie Gray. Shout out Stewie Gray. Dude, he had some great bangers. It was a good time. He had a good
answer.
performance.
Mark J. He did, because of some events that allegedly may or may not have happened.
Hey, how about we do this real quick? Let's just not even get into that because that is just not even about beats. Let's go into beats.
Yeah, no, he just couldn't anymore.
Let's just
definitely DM me after if you want to know. I'll kind of fill you in as much as I legally can.
Gonna spill the tea. All right. Anyway, let's go into a beat real quick. Let's do this. So I'm going to play just an old Obese the Prophet song that I played last week.
I am now listening to a Puff Beat.
Hells yeah.
I think that beat is fire. I love listening to the whole thing. I didn't even care how long it was. I was like, this is just
I
like
couldn't even tell time during that. I just vibed and had my picture taken. That was confusing. I'm sure my father will explain to me later.
Okay, so Cam, this song Movement, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you made it, right? What did
Yep.
you use? You used Fruity Loops. Did you build the beat? How'd you build the beat out? Explain to me your process behind this.
Well, that beat itself is off of a beat tape that I'm going to be doing. It's a collaborative project between me and my friend Alex, whose beats by A-Rod, but we're working through it, whereas I'm just gonna handle all his uploads and kind of like be his manager from now on, just because he's doing a lot of different things right now and doesn't have the time. And I was like, I can pick up some stuff for you. So I'm gonna kind of like be his manager. And he was just like, yo, we worked on this project. I have no suggestions or any ways I want to have it dropped. So however you want to do it. And we kind of took it as we divided every track up into specific sections. You know, I'm a little more heavily focused on the drums. So a lot of like the drums and a little bit of like the volume, like mixing is kind of all me. And I helped a bit with the melody and the sub melody, but most of that was done by him and he mastered it. But we kind of just hopped in a Zoom call. um he shared his computer keyboard with me because he does have I believe it's a Yamaha that he connects to his computer. I could be wrong. That might not be the brand. And then I just used the keyboard, slapped everything into an FPC, did all the drums, hopped on some mixing while he was on the keyboard, kind of drawing out chords and everything. I was giving him some advice when he was getting a little stuck. And that's kind of how every project flowed through. I think there was only one project, one of the beats I sent him a sample for. I kind of just took a piece of a song that I had been enjoying at the time, kind of slowed it down and messed with the gain a little bit, sent it to him, was like, what do you think of this? He hits me back half an hour later with a full beat made out of it. So we just threw it in there. Hey, yo, there's Alex right here. And we do have a beat that we made to enter for the QNC remix competition that they held a couple months back. Yeah.
How'd that go? So that was a beat competition that you entered?
It was a remix challenge. They sent you a folder of samples and you had to use either, I think it was like 3 or 4 of them to enter with the beat. You made a beat off of 3 or 4 samples. And we're having a lot of trouble with Google, and I had gone out for the weekend, and just during the week I had a lot of stuff going on with school, like exams. So we had it in like a day late to enter for the tournament itself, but it did get on their playlists, got promoted, everything. And it is on my YouTube channel and SoundCloud.
Boom. Well, I have it on the SoundCloud right here. Oh no, the remix. The remix. I'm sorry. The remix. So let's listen to Movement. All right. I know we got off track with the QNC, but with Movement, I want to give this a listen. Shout out to Alex, right? Does he have a producer tag? What's his producer tag?
It is Beats by A-Rod, or some people here may know him as Ahmed's Beats. But yeah.
Yo, Ahmed's Beats, A-Rod, Beats by A-Rod. My man, listen. If you have any submissions that you want sent over, we would love to listen to your beats, man. That's it. And I can give you the website right here. Submit your beats. Yo, check this out. You want to send me a beat, 2 beats, 3 beats? I won't keep them forever. We'll just play them tonight. That's it. And that goes for anyone. If anyone has any beats, Let me know. So we're gonna listen to Movement, which is a collaboration between Cam and his buddy Beats by A-Rod. Let's give it a listen. Yo, I totally agree with Blute there.
I
That
love how this turned out.
it sounds so good, man.
It puts a smile on my face.
That's a good
Like
mix.
just the dopiest, most kiddish smile just plops right on my face.
What do you think, Prophet? Oh, hold on.
We
I think
cannot
he's.
hear you, Buddha.
Yeah, I think something happened.
We think you are broken, my Buddha.
Can you hear that? Did you hear that?
I cannot hear him.
Yeah, he's doing a refresh. So let's do a refresh here. Hold on. Let's do some shout outs real quick. Shout out to my family, man. I love my family. No.
Especially the bars over bars family.
Anything.
There we go.
There we go. There we go.
I literally didn't change anything. That button was already on. I just pushed it off and turned it back on again.
I'm having a similar thing going on.
Weird.
Oh.
Fuck you, Restream, if you're listening. Get your shit right.
Hey, come on. They let us do our thing.
What? They
Yeah,
charge an
my
arm and a
sound
leg. This shit
effects
should
aren't
be
even
better.
real.
Yo, so the
Hey, you
beat,
know
though,
what?
like, it just had, like, a good vibe to it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, like, I can't really place, like, what I want to say about it, though. You know? Like, I'm just trying to think of a way to put it that's not, like, rude. I don't want to be rude, and I'm not saying I don't like the beat.
No, please.
I'm not saying
give
that
me
at all.
your
I'm just saying, like, I
criticisms.
feel like, God, what's the word I'm looking for?
Super poppy?
Well, yeah, that works. That's a good way to put it. Like, I was just gonna say generic, you know? Like, I feel like
Yeah, I can see
when I
that.
say generic, I mean like you could just hear like a bunch of like poppy rappers on it. You know what I'm saying? Like it just felt like that. But yeah, the 808 was nice. But you know,
So-
it is that like light, airy, fucking synthesized type melody type shit or whatever. You know, that sounds like something out of a, I don't know, like a loop pack or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it sounds like what you hear out there.
Yeah. I mean, thanks for letting me know. If you guys ever
Nowadays.
have anything to say, you know, I can take criticism better than a lot of mainstream artists.
Well, good. That's the foundation.
I'm just on it. Like,
I think in layman's terms, I think it's the genre is super poppy, and no wonder it's called movement. Because when I looked up just photos just to add into movement, just like the visual of movement was just like, you know, people dancing, right? So it was definitely like a dancey song, and you could totally see that being like a top 40s. But
yeah.
Definitely contrast from like the boom bap, right? So if you were to want to go over to boom bap, something that you would have to figure out is if you would really want to keep doing, I mean, you could still do the pop stuff, but like when it comes to sound selection, you might be better off doing more of the samples from records and
you'll see. Look, I sent you over 3 beats. You're gonna play the 3 beats
I have
tonight. These 3 beats that I got don't have samples in them. So you know, like the beats we're gonna play are different. They're not boom bappy, and I did it on purpose because I've been doing a lot of boom bap beats, you know. So I want to show just like a different side of the beat making.
So while Nick Lovin is pulling that up, I came prepared with a question to ask you guys tonight, and it is top 3 people, artists that you like, how rappers and stuff have like their dream feature. Who's like your top 3 that you would want to have hop on one of your beats?
Oh God, that's a really good question. Hear Them See for sure, man. I mean, top 10.
You want him to hop on your beat, or he hasn't already?
Yeah, that's a good point. I think I would love to get like a J. Cole, maybe something in that realm. That would be sick.
I got fucking Nas, and I got Jay-Z, and I got Lil Wayne.
So my list is going to reflect heavily on my music taste, and my music taste has been bashed a lot because of the specific artists that I like to listen to. But I mean, saw fun in love with hip hop. Definitely top 3, not in any specific order. Definitely the Kid Leroy. Because it's just different. You know, it's kind of similar to a lot of things we hear now with a lot of like that melody rap, like that pop rap kind of.
Yeah.
but with a lot of sprinkles of like, the late Juice World and like X.
Yeah.
And it has its own unique sound that you're not gonna find in a lot of other artists. Definitely, um, definitely Logic. Because he just done rapped over so many different kind of beats. It's just kind of
Yeah,
impossible to,
Logic's dope.
yeah. And unless he decides to not wait out his contract, we could be seeing one more album from him. But who knows?
Yeah, he's had them all
And
recorded for years anyway.
mhm.
Yeah, right. He's probably got like 7 albums in the back.
Yeah,
of
he's
his
got a bunch. He can
house.
come
for
back, drop
sure.
5 more albums, and then make another retirement and never actually have to record again. It's all
Do
like
the Jay-Z strategy. I'm done.
I just want to
Yeah.
know
I'm back.
how
I'm
he
done.
can survive in the
I'm back.
Twitch industry. And that's just like a hot take for me because
Mhm.
he does like a lot of sampled beats, right? Like he does a lot of. How does he not get in like trouble for those things?
It's through his label and because of
His
all
own
the
label?
follower. No, through I'd forget. I think he's
Bro,
signed under
clearing samples is a
UMG.
fucking breeze these days.
Yeah, I guess
But he
you're
can
right.
legit just text someone and they'll be like, "So, what's your budget on this?" And he can legit be like, "I don't have a budget. I'm Logic." And then 20 minutes later,
Yeah.
they could be like, "All right, yeah, 50,000 to get all 4 of these samples cleared, no problem."
But for normal people, we can use TrackLib or like, what the
Mhm.
fuck is that? There's another agency too, like the Harry Fox agency. I think you can use them for sample clearance as well. I think I've used them before, but
And
TrackLib or
then
Harry Fox, easy.
for third, I would want to say either Kendrick Lamar or J. Cole.
You just listed like 6 people. It's all good. It's all good. But I feel you, dude. I
it's
feel
a
you.
tied at that bottom spot between like Kendrick and Cole because
You got a lot of just like pull and push on these artists, huh?
yeah, but
yeah.
for sure I have gone through so much evolution in taste because I went from a lot of like X and Peep, Juice Worlds to like some more like Kid Leroy, Polo G, while at the same time maintaining like that Nas, that Biggie, Hero, like a lot of that kind of older sounding with a lot of the newer sounding. And then somehow I went from rap to Bring Me the Horizon, which is now experimental band, but they used to be like metal.
Dude,
and then I
you
started.
don't have to tell me what they are. Listen, my man, I started from those roots, man. It's a little scene kid
Every
back
scar
then,
builds my throne.
Hashtag. So we're gonna listen to one of the Obese the Prophet 3 Beats a Week songs that he
You
just
are
sent
now
me.
listening to a Prophet beat.
You need to record that, Prophet.
Run it.
Get him on you. All right, here we go. Here we go.
I'll pull up a phone. I'll do it. Ooh.
Yeah, that was sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't know why I'm not getting the sound from my Ableton, but I'm gonna try to get my beats up so we can listen to them as well. But other than that, Cam, let me ask you some more questions, right?
Of course.
You listed Bring Me the Horizon, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it brings me back to when I was a kid and I was playing instruments and stuff. So before making beats or while making beats, do you play any instruments? Do you know any instrument? Like, not know, but do you play any instruments? That's
I
the
know
question.
plenty of instruments. Just playing them.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
Is mine an instrument? It could be.
In its own way.
I used to play guitar when I was younger. I'm trying to get back into it a little bit now. I tried picking up like real drums before I'd started producing, and that was kind of around the time I got introduced to a lot of like metal, not quite death metal, but kind of on the borderline, I guess. And I was just like, those drums, I want to recreate that. But I just couldn't find it in me to do it. It was just too angry. And
You were
now I kind of do drums like stuff off of what you might hear on like a Young Blood song. That's about as aggressive with it as I go now. But everything for me is all digital, so it's all just beat boops on the computer.
beat boops on a computer.
And
Gotcha. All
I've
right.
learned a little bit of piano pre Beats Cam, and now I'm kind of learning more. I kind of just would, when I make stuff, kind of go on Google, look up piano chords, just be like,
YouTube.
this one, play it. If it kind of sounds like it would go good, try like some different.
You want to know
different
some
timing
next
on
level
it.
shit, bro? You want to know some
Yes,
next level
please,
fucking tips?
always. I'm
Go
always
on
looking for
fucking
advice.
YouTube. Like if you hear a song, right? You want to sample. You hear a song that you like, go on YouTube and look for a cover of it, a piano cover, a piano tutorial of it. Sample that. Right?
Like
Ooh,
some
Sample that.
Synthesia type.
Does sound
Yeah,
like a
put
good
that
keeper.
fucking shit and sample that shit. Because not only will you get what you're looking for, right? And I found a lot of times, like, I like that sampled sound. Like the last beat that I just played was actually an instrument, but I played it for 8 bars and then I chopped it like a sample and used it and played it like in FL Studio like it was a sample. You see what I'm saying? To kind of give it that feel or whatever. And I feel like if you grab a song that, and this is great for like shit that's been sampled before and people already know, like dope hip hop songs maybe that you're like, oh, I can't sample that because it was done so well before. Well, look for a cover of it, look for a different version of it and sample that one, and you might catch a whole new vibe off it. You know what I'm saying? That's just another tip of mine, man. I throw that shit out there.
You know what's cool about Ableton? So Ableton
What?
has this function that you can right click on the audio and it actually can convert the audio into MIDI. So it can turn like a piano sample into piano MIDI so it can turn into your instrument. And that way you can control
Yeah, that's
that.
dope too.
Which is
Let me just hit the Google real quick.
Sweet.
See how much.
Send me that Ableton, bro.
Dude, so I'm such a dork when it comes to it. I stressed about it. There's a new version of Ableton that came out Thursday or Tuesday or something like that. And it's like a German company, so it's from Berlin. And so I was waiting all night. I slept and I was stressing about it in the morning. And I was like, I went to the doctors and I was stressing about it. And dude, once I got that email, oh man, life has just felt less stressful. But shout out Ableton. I would love to get sponsored by Ableton, man. They got some great products.
Yeah, sponsor us so I can get one of those to try out.
Yeah, for real. Let's get all these guys Ableton, man. I'll do a workshop. Sell it for some.
Yeah, I work
cash.
with FL and Serato now.
Oh, well, he says there's audio to MIDI in FL too, but what I'm saying is
it's a little different in FL though.
But what I'm saying is you can do that all day. There's websites you can go download the MIDIs for all kinds of songs. And I have in the past done that too. But what I'm saying is, for a different sound sonically, but still keeping along that whole sampler's mentality, is grabbing a cover song or even a tutorial, like a piano tutorial, has a lot of times you can find dope ones that have like a really rich piano sound. You don't have to go in FL Studio and pick your own shit. Although you can after the fact, like you could take that cover version, drop it in FL Studio as a sample, and then fucking bring up the MIDI for that and add in some, subtle, instruments or something on top of that. But for me, I like that core of the whole sampling idea, where playing the MIDI out is fun and everything. And I have arcade and I use that so much, and I love just kind of fucking playing instruments out and making beats like that. But really it comes down to sampling. And right now I'm just like, that's everything I do, because I'm trying to make every beat that I make, I'm trying to make it so that Hero wants to rap on it. It's like my life goal right now.
Fruity Loop rappers, I wish you could get scurvy.
The life goal: get a platinum record with bars over bars. Fruity Loop rappers, I wish you would get scurvy.
Dude, that would be cool. Just if each of us had our own platinum record, we would just get like a little space and have a wall and just throw it all up there.
Boom.
The bars over bars wall of
I'd be
achievements.
happy with just 100,000 Spotify streams.
Yeah, literally. Yeah,
I'd
right.
be like, damn, I could retire.
I would be happy with being on Spotify.
I would be happy with just being on stage again, man. I miss performing, man. That's like one of the best things.
I saw you on stage once at the Jungle.
That's right. You did. I love the Jungle. Shout out the Jungle, man. Dude,
Yeah,
God bless the Jungle. They've showed so much love and so much what's going on.
Nick? You got a fucking
Yeah,
they
dude.
have good food there too.
I do have a beat. I
put it on
Chicken
SoundCloud?
wings.
Oh, okay.
Tasty.
Yep.
I was going to say, I don't see it up there, but now I see it.
I thought.
Chicken wings with habaneros on them.
There we go. All right, cool.
Don't talk about fucking chicken wings, bro. Talk about chicken wings in front of me.
Yo, shout out to his dad. Oh, dude.
Save me 2
Shout out.
wings.
Yo, shout out to him, man. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT.
Yes,
all right,
sir.
we're going to play some
I got that habanero sauce. You got me wanting some chicken wings right now.
Yeah, man. You got me.
Yo, shout out my algebra teacher. Legit just gave me so little work. I just blue banded all class.
Shout out school. All right. Shout out no homework gang.
That's all we get.
I mean, that's like that was the
Bro,
vibe. That was the time.
That's like some shit you hear in like a sci-fi movie.
For sure, dude. And
Like
what's
during
crazy,
like a scene where like you running down the hallways of a spaceship, you're shooting at fucking aliens. That's what I saw.
Like a video game. I could see that there.
Yeah, same shit.
Yeah, exactly. And what was cool is that's actually a old Japanese sample that I found on YouTube. And there's this VST that comes with the software that you can put in, and it's like a granular synthesis. So what that means is that it really digs into the sample's transients, and it makes it like when you press the keys and whatever, it just sounds super fucked up and distorted. But like you can just come up with cool patterns. And I was getting into it, and I was like, you know what? This sounds like a drum and bass type, right? Exactly, like a video game sample or video game song. So And then
Yo,
something
it was
that
so fire. Me and my cat show up.
yo,
Man's
that
yelled at me for 5 seconds to pick him up, and then I did, and he was like, "Nah, put me down. I don't like it."
Yeah, cats let do that. Like, pick me up now. Put me down. No,
Like,
wait. Pick me up. No, wait.
make up your mind before I
Feed
punt you
me.
like a football.
I hate you. Feed me.
shout out cats,
Facts.
man. Cats are awesome.
I live with
Cats
3
are
of them.
cool.
Couldn't live without them.
Yeah, I got one.
But with that, yeah, so I could even just play this next one too. I made this
Yeah.
morning.
Is this
Give
from
some
one
more.
of the guitar from Blutes?
No, I'm
Oh,
gonna try to get that on here because I have that live, literally ready. Because I actually got it set up to play live
I
like
see.
30
got you.
minutes before. Because I did find a sample. I was like, okay, this is it, and I chopped it up. But
hmm
this
Yo.
one is just like a chill groove. Here we go.
Oh
So
yeah.
that beat, I actually created a chord progression,
Mm-hmm.
and then I wrote a little medley on top, and then
Mhm.
chopped that up and created that beat based upon just like 2 different 16-bar loops that I
Yeah,
created.
you could. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
dope. 2 different pieces. You put them together.
I like
Right.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And
Now that I'm feeling, I was feeling that one. Like, that's the style that I think that you fit into the best is whatever that is, and it's not like just boom bap either. It has like its own unique. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It is boom bap, but it's like has its own unique thing. Like every great like boom bap producer has their own sound. You know what I mean?
yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I've
it's
been
dope.
trying to definitely get out of sampling from YouTube because it can get, so deep into
Yeah,
problems along the way. But,
Yeah.
being able to musically create something and then sample it is also just like another great tool. Like once you know a little bit of
yeah,
theory, and I actually had a VST called Captain Chords, and I recommend it if you don't really know music theory because it can randomly select like a key for you, and then
yeah.
it can create or it can show you all of the chords that will fit within that key. So it like has all of the sharps and the flats
What is
and
it called?
it's called Captain Chords. They actually have something called a Captain Melody, or um, yeah, it's Captain
I
Chords,
need to
Captain
download
Melody,
this.
Captain B. It's like around like 50-80 bucks, but
Mhm.
you can put that to any instrument, create a chord progression, and then if you put that in the Fruity Slicer,
Right.
you don't need to clear any samples, and then you put Arcade on top of that too. I'm
Oh
sure if
yeah.
I had Arcade, dude, I'm
Bro, in
still itching to
arcade
get it. Yeah,
you can fucking go and you can drop a sample of your own choosing into arcade. So you can chop your own samples and then choose whichever keys that you want to play them on in arcade, and whichever different manipulations you want to do for each black key. Because in arcade, the white keys play the sounds and the black keys play variations of the sound. So it might like chop it. So you like hear it'll be like a guitar or something. It'll be like and if you hold the black key while it does it, it's like it's a whole nother melody. You know what I'm saying? So you can switch them while you're going. It's real dope. And like you could do it with your own samples if you bring them in and you chop them just right. If you have like 8 bars, you got to do like bar by bar, but then you put them in the thing or whatever, and it loops it automatically when you hold the key. It's really fucking dope, and it a little bit of fucking around and you can really get into it. But another cool thing to use when boom bap-ish style shit in FL Studio is gross beat, IL gross beat, which is something that you got to download as well. It's just a real cool manipulation tool to just fucking manipulate sounds, and then you've got like filters and things you can do in FL Studio to make sounds different too. Like a sample that you might not recognize would sound different if you threw like Fruity Love filter on it or something.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it now. I have this thing called Halftime, but it's probably not as powerful. I've seen people use gross beat, and I know exactly what you're talking about when it's like manipulating the sample and making it sound like great. That's what a lot of like
you can
trap
make it
artists
stop
use.
like its loop in the middle of the motherfucking the sample, and then like come back to a certain point, like at a different point, and then it just loops from different points all the way through, and it just makes the sample sound like crazy. I've used it a few times. I don't use it all the time because it's really very similar every time the way that it does it. You know what I'm saying? But you do get a unique sound when you do use it. So once in a while I will, especially on like something like there's a sample from an Outkast album. I think it's a sample of something else, but it might not be. It could just be something that the Dungeon people produced, right? With a woman singing "You May Die," and it's like in the summer, in the city, and it's like got all this like enchanted like sounds in the background and shit like that. And I've sampled that and threw the filter on it, and it sounded like a fucking whole. I got the beat. It sounds like a whole nother. You wouldn't even really recognize it until you do. It gives it a groove too. Makes the way the filter goes, it makes it bounce with the beat. You know what I mean?
Is the song called "You May Die" intro?
Yeah.
And the sample is Quincy Jones.
Yeah, Quincy Jones, "Summer in the City." But I don't know if it's a sample or if it's replayed. That's what I don't know. Is it on Who Sampled? Does it
actually?
Say? Is it
so
replayed?
Yeah, it says replayed. Yep.
Yeah, because it's not the original sample. It's the Dungeon, the producers. Who? Dungeon fam? Should say under there.
Producer, Organized Noise.
Organized Noise. Okay, yeah. All right. So they produced for the Dungeon people of Dungeon Family too for a long time. Organized Noise was dope. They did that whole fucking album pretty much. 2 Dope Boys in a Cadillac and all those fucking dope beats from Outkast. But that sample, I'll pull that beat up too if we got time towards the end of the night, and I'll play it so you can play. We could play maybe the original. It's a clip of the original, and then we can play like my beat and how the sample sounds way different.
Totally. Why not?
That's just like a really great sample. I love that fucking shit. When I heard that, when I first came across that, I literally must have listened to it on repeat, like probably a fucking 100 times straight. Like without even stopping, like looking up, moving, anything. I had to hear it that many times, you know what I'm saying? Because of how like sonically and like wonderfully it hit your fucking eardrums, dude. It's just a great little piece of fucking music. And the way that they redid it, in my opinion, was better than the original. If you go back and listen to the original. But yeah.
Damn. Dude, shout out Quincy Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out Quincy Jones.
Got me wanting to go make beats now.
Oh, dude, tell me about it. There's so many times in my life where I'm like, oh, man, I want to make a beat right now.
Yeah, I'm going to make a beat right now.
Got me wanting to make a whole FPC pack right for it.
Yeah, right. All right.
Just pull an empty FPC, fill 2 banks, and just let her rip.
We got some more from you?
Yeah, let's I think we do. Did I?
From you?
And then the drive link sent you has
drive links. Oh, let's not get me started on drive links, bro.
12 13 14
so many.
15
holy
different ones.
I have my whole discography that I've ever made in a Google Drive link.
Dude, I got a whole Cam album right here. I'm about to leak on Beats Over Beats. Holy crap.
Hell yeah.
Go ahead.
All right,
I got a song me and Hero did. I could leak right now.
Yo. Hey, listen. On Beats Over Beats. There's 5 people watching. What's the harm in that? All right. Anyway,
Hey,
I'm gonna hit you up. I think tomorrow, Nick. I'm gonna ask your advice on something.
hell yeah.
okay. Go to a doctor if it's personal. All right. So here's the thing. We're gonna go.
God damn.
We're gonna play
Personal.
Gassed. It's 150 BPM. All right. Tell us the process behind this word gassed. Just happened?
I think that was one that Alex had named. I think I'd asked him about it, and he was just like, I don't know. I was thinking about it, listened to it, and I was like, that's gas. Gassed. Yes, gassed. That's it.
You said Beats by A-Rod. All right, yo. Hey, Beats by A-Rod. Listen, I know you're in the chat, all right? If you follow Beats Over Beats on Instagram, or you follow nick.lovin
Oh,
on
he says he didn't
Instagram.
name it.
Oh, we did name it. I'm just going to
Ooh.
say this. You can hop on the stream soon. We should talk. I want to get some
Never mind. I
of your
did.
influences. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to play Gassed. All right?
Yeah,
we
for
go.
sure.
Hell yeah.
Here we go. We're going to get gassed in the
Y'all are
process.
gonna vibe.
All right. Let me pull up the tab. I've got 12 different tabs. You know you're in 2021 when you've got 50 tabs open. Oh, the restream tab's right here. And then I'm going to... Technical difficulties, everyone. Chrome tab. All right. A whole lot of beats. No, it's a cam. Nope. Yeah, you guys are right. Restream is it's weird. What the freak? Whole lot of beats. All right, here we go. Here we go. So close. Sorry, guys. Thank you, everyone, for being patient with me.
The
So
fuck?
nuts. Yeah, I know. All right, here we go. This is Gassed.
Yeah.
I was freestyling over that.
Ooh.
Yeah, just
Nick Lover freestyle over. It can be. Yes, sir.
What?
Word.
Word?
What did you think about that, Obese Prophet? What do you think?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's like along the same lines as the other one. You know what I'm saying? It's in the same space as that. I feel like the EQ is a little. What do you want to call it? The fuck the normalizer. Fucking normalize. It's got to be normalized better.
Yeah,
So like
I'm not too good at that.
yeah, like the bass is it's peaking out.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So like there's ways to raise the bass without peaking it out. That means leaving more headroom in the mix.
Mhm.
So by putting a hard limiter on like your master track and shit and leaving it like -3 or 2 or whatever, you're able to have that extra headroom. So you mix it
Yeah.
down like that. Then you hear maybe the bass is too loud or too low. Then you can turn it up accordingly and it won't fuzz out on you. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because you have that extra room in there before it peaks out.
Yeah, I
And
get what
then
you're saying.
once you get it sounding punchy how you want, then you can turn it up slowly until you get like your levels to be like right at the top of the orange, right before it's hitting the red. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, other than that, man, fucking sounding good.
Yeah. I can definitely send you that file if you want to take a look at the rest of them after.
Yeah, send them over, dude.
All right, yeah.
We're just
I'll get that to you after I hop off.
Huh?
Oh, I was just saying we're just trading beats.
Yeah, trading war stories. Outlaws on the grind.
I gotta.
Tupac, sorry.
Damn, I still can't believe that's not working. I'm like fretting over it. I don't know why. It's like the cable's plugged in, right? You'd think it would work, but hey, you know what? We got more
Sometimes that
beats.
happens.
We got more beats. We got
Yeah, what do
everything.
we got?
We'll play another beat from you. We also got a submission from Balut.
Nice.
Let me see. Let's see if we got any more submissions today. Beats over beats. Nope, Balut. So I'll download that real quick, and then we'll play.
Oh man, I got a dope one too. Fucking shit.
Yeah, dude. Hey, if you got that Google Drive folder, or you got a folder, whatever, I got a folder too. I'll play a whole bunch of beats on a folder.
I got a ton of folders. I can play a beat at any time. You just let me know. It's
All
open.
right. We're gonna play Nemesis.
Oh, no tag.
No tag.
I'll just put it on myself.
I can do the tag.
Yeah, we'll let you do it this time around. My other child.
I'll even use the vocoder for it.
Dope.
You are now
Thank you, Mike.
listening to a Prophet beat.
Hell yeah.
Hells yeah.
Some super hot fire. Yo, Cam, before you go, all right, let the people know where they can find you at.
Oh God, there's a good couple places you can find me on. You can find me on Vicentenced for YouTube. For Instagram, it's gonna be Vicentenced_music, and for quick DMing and contact information, you can hit me at Cameron_NLSCY. I'm gonna change that soon because that's a mouthful. SoundCloud is Sentenced, and hopefully soon I'm gonna be on Spotify and Apple Music with
Word.
United Masters. Shout out United Masters. They were very quick about accepting me after I requested.
Wait, you got an
And
album coming out? You got a beat tape coming out?
yeah, that whole folder. I'm gonna kind of
Oh.
either separate it into two, or I'm gonna just do one giant one. I just need to do the artwork for it, and that's what I'm gonna DM you about, because
Oh.
I've got a question on something. So, I mean, I can just say it here. So, my profile picture and Alex's profile picture, I just screenshotted them off of Instagram, and I kind of had an idea where I would either cut it down the middle, so you'd have half mine and half his, and slide them together,
Mm-hmm.
or do a diagonal cut with it
Mm-hmm.
and have that be it. But I kind of don't know the first place to start it because I don't have Photoshop. I have some free software I downloaded from the internet. I forget what it's called.
I got a
It's a great
Photoshop
stuff. Yeah.
CS3. You can have it.
Oh.
You know how to use it.
Yeah, they taught me how to use it in freshman year.
There you go.
They were like,
I got CS3.
here.
You can fucking have it. I got a
Nice.
copy of it. I can put
Thank
it.
you, sir.
Bro, CS3s, you probably learned on something higher than that.
Yeah, I hopped in media freshman year during
They probably had
exploratory.
CS5 or higher.
They were
by
like,
then.
learn it. That's your project.
Nah, dude, we're on like CSS, which is like CC actually. It's cloud.
Yeah,
Creative
CC.
Cloud.
Yeah, Creative Cloud.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I hate that shit. I'm not a fan of it. I like CS.
I'm
Alright,
sure,
well,
yeah.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
Definitely come
problem,
back
Cam.
anytime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
But,
Please do.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to get some more guests. Next week, still trying to figure it out. I think I might have someone, but we'll get it figured out. We usually get it, or
And just,
if not, maybe
just hit
I'll
me if you need
invite a
anything.
crew. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, everyone have a good night, and I'll see y'all Tuesday for What's Beef.
Yeah. Peace.
See you, beef
Peace.
boy. He's a
Oh,
trip.
man.
Gotta love Cam, man. Gotta love the youngins, man. That's so funny. So anyway, we are going to. All right, let's see. I guess we'll play another song from his.
Let's just fucking play them, dude.
Yeah, we got
Play
him. Why
whatever.
not?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. All right, let's do it.
Keep it running. We'll give a little quick feedback and just move along.
Boom. All right, cool. So always doing this shit.
Check the chat.
Whole lot of beats. Boom. All right, here.
Me. Nice.
I'm gonna end it there just because I know it's the 4-chord song. It's got a nice like trap beat to it, but it was definitely it definitely got like a lot of pop to it.
That's a pop beat.
He was talking about this Q and C beat right here, and then there's Showdown. And I'm gonna play some of like the crazy name ones, like War Cry. All right, let's see if this one's got to be good. All right, here we go.
And play it.
I think that was pretty good.
Yeah, that was actually my favorite one.
I had a feeling you would like that one the most because it was pretty like it was like minor-ish. You know, I feel like a lot of boom bap and hip hop and stuff and real like grit.
Everything I like is minor, especially
minor key,
G minor, especially G. For some reason, for me, that's my fave. Yo, I want to play something off of my fucking thing, and I noticed that Ajax had said me when you were talking about having somebody on. Ajax produced too, and I taught him pretty much how to produce, but he obviously took it his own way and has ran with it over the past fucking, I don't know, 15 or 16 years. So like,
would love
he'd be
that,
good to
dude.
come on there. So I'll try and talk to him and see what's up. But yeah, I did this. The band Rush.
Yeah.
I got that song Tom Sawyer.
Yep.
I sampled that. You want to hear that shit?
Oh hell yeah! Let's play it.
Yeah, I'm gonna play that shit. You can hear it?
It's not coming through the stream.
Can you hear it now?
Mm-mm.
Hold on one sec.
Yeah, no worries.
That wasn't working. I can try from the folder on the computer and see if that works. Because I was playing from my drive online, so that might be the issue. Let's see.
Ajax, I think next week we got an open availability.
Yeah. So if you're around 8 to 10 or whatever, you should just do it. We should just do that.
Just get a folder together. We're just playing folders of beats. Hopefully soon. I think we should definitely have an episode where we're just.
Can you hear it now?
I can like hear it in your microphone, but I can't hear it. It's coming from your headphones, right? It sounds distant.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Weird. How about now?
Mm-mm. Still nothing though.
That's so weird. Earlier it was playing just fine, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me just pull a quick refresh.
Well, he's pulling a quick refresh. Yo, hear the MC. You were probably trying to say bars, but you ended up saying bears. So congrats. Blute, Loves Rush. Blute, welcome back to the stream. We haven't played your song yet, but I have seen it on the Dropbox, and I have it on the tab right there. Ajax, perfect. If you could find me on Instagram on nick.lovin, Lovn. Just send me a quick DM, or I'll find you if you're under Ajax. So while we're trying to figure this out, why don't I just play a song from Nick's mix? All right, let's do this. Just while we're waiting. Yeah.
Word. I just emailed that to you, so maybe it'll work for you.
All right. Word.
Since mine also for some reason, because Restream. That's why.
You know what? Let's just blame it on Restream tonight, because
I am, because I don't get it sometimes. I don't change any settings over here, so for me, it's all coming from the computer, or like the browser, So I don't know. It's weird. I hear it in my headphones, but you don't fucking hear it, and you hear everything coming out of my line, which is right here. So
yeah, I know. So weird. Well, anyway, I got the beat. Let's put it on.
Yeah.
I literally just heard the first 1 second, and I'm like, I already know it's Tom Sawyer.
Yeah, it is. It's totally Tom Sawyer, but it's got a hip hop feel to it.
All right, cool.
Wait, I am now listening to Above Bit.
Has a real, like, secret agent type vibe to it. Oh, man. Oh, no, there's your mic. I thought your mic went out. All right.
Hell yeah. But that's pretty much turning that fucking that classic rock song into a hip hop song, pretty much.
It's definitely probably not your first one, right? You've definitely probably done tons more.
I've done that particular beat more than once. Also, I did that on my MPC 2000 XL, and then I recreated it for a song that somebody did. That actually was for a like 2021 version of a song called "On and Poppin" that I did. That's why it's called "On and Poppin" with this dude Tommy Guns back in 2006 or 7. That beat was like remade from that first version, and it slammed so much harder than that other one. You know what I'm saying? And that particular one right there was made on this MPC 2500. So, but yeah, I mean, that's just like one of them samples that I heard, and I was like, oh my god! I always listen to Rush, like, because my dad had the Rush CDs, like every single one of them, and obviously Tom Sawyer was like the biggest fucking hit, you know. And, it was just perfect. And the drummer is an incredible drummer. Like, he was like one of the best to ever do it. Like, in everything, if you listen to the drums, it's like every run that he does is like amazing. You know what I'm saying? He was doing them triplet fucking hi-hats before that was even a thing in hip hop and shit. Like, that's where it came from if you listen to Rush.
I think Rush is just a crazy band in general because it's 3 people that
exactly, yeah.
You know,
Canadian too on top of it. So
yeah,
which makes it that much harder to break into the music industry as a whole is what I'm saying. When they came from Canada, they crossed right over into American rock culture. Like they were there like the whole time. You know what I'm saying? That's difficult for a lot of artists to do. Not every artist from Canada becomes a big American style. You know what I'm saying? Like Bieber,
that's so
Drake,
true.
Cher. I mean, not Cher, but you know who I'm talking about. Celine Dion, fucking Bieber, Drake. There's a few other ones here and there, but that's pretty much it. You know?
Nickelback. Literally, seriously, but shout out Nickelback. Maybe I should sample them. We'll play another one off of this one, and then we'll go into a Blute one. Because why the hell not? Boom, boom. Share audio. Well, before we go into this next one, and I know you're deep into the wax there,
Thoughts.
which is fire. That's great. Is that song Tom Sawyer like your favorite rock song that you've ever sampled, or do you have like a favorite? I know it's such a loaded question, but has there been a beat that you've just like enjoyed the most out of a classic rock sample besides this Rush one?
This one was one of my favorites, yeah. But I've sampled some like Pink Floyd, like I sampled Money. That one came out pretty dope. I also sampled some Fleetwood Mac songs that came out dope. A couple of those, couple ones that they had. One like particular song I sampled of theirs was before like Stevie Nicks was even part of the band. You know what I'm saying? Like early 70s before she even became a part of the band. They were making crazy cool music back then too, Fleetwood Mac. So that was some heavily influenced shit. There was I've sampled Heart before. So like a lot of fucking classic rock. It's been done. I got a Tom Petty beat I can play for you too. Breakdown. Yeah, that's
Breakdown. Yeah.
The part I used was different for the hook part, but it's got Tom Petty in it, and it's I made it. I was sitting actually doing deliveries, and I heard the song come on the radio. They're like, Tom Petty died. It was like 2017 is whenever he passed away. And I was like, oh, shit. And they played Breakdown, and I was listening to it, waiting for someone to meet me for a fucking weed delivery. And I'm staring out the window, blazing my pen or something. And I'm like, I'm going to turn this into a beat as soon as I get home. And like, I went home on break and literally made the beat on break and then went back to work.
Damn. All right. Cool.
I can play it too later, but
you should definitely, yeah.
Play, what is it? Cam's track?
We'll play, yeah, why don't we play
I don't really
Blute. Yeah, we'll play Blute. We'll go Florida instrumental, share audio, beats.
Fuck out of
bars. We don't do beats here, sorry.
Beats over here, just dabs, all right?
Dabs over dabs.
Yeah, we're going to do that show Tuesday mornings, 9 a.m. morning gap session. I could do it every day if you want.
Could you imagine how many people would actually tune into that? I feel like that we would get a slew of people.
I would love that.
We do bears, we do beats. All right, here we go. Florida instrumental, Blute. Here we go.
Word.
Definitely pop. I was messing with it, but
Yeah, that was like a song. I visualized like watching a commercial and hearing that, or like riding in the elevator.
riding in the elevator.
I'm at my doctor's appointment. I gotta go up to the 6th floor. I hear that. I wouldn't be mad. I've heard worse. I'm just saying, like, that's exactly what it reminded me of. Like, seriously, it put me in that whole mode. But that's a rock beat. You know what I'm saying? It's a rock beat. It's like a soft rock beat.
Yeah, I was actually singing during it. I was like, I could hear myself in here, and I love, like, I have a soft spot for pop rock, pop punk, whatever. So I was just like, So, hey, Blue, listen, man, I'm down to collab. That was sick. The instrumentation is super good. The guitars are super clean. It's really hard to get a clean guitar tone, especially if you're doing direct input. It's like,
yeah, everything sounds great. You can tell they took their time with the mixing and shit too.
Yeah, for sure. And I wonder if those drums are they're definitely like Steven Slate drums or something like that. But super good. All right, so Cam, go to bed.
Yeah, go to bed, bro.
What the hell are you doing?
We're gonna make you get back on here, so go to like the bed. Mail me some of those wings. You smell me?
We're gonna roast your whole album unless you go to bed.
And we're gonna email blast it out to everybody for free and be like, this shit's coming out on Spotify, never now. Because you have it for free.
Blue Productions just said that would be sick elevator music.
That's what I'm saying. I envision myself riding the elevator, but I said I'm not mad. Like, I've been on an elevator before, and I've heard like some just bad shit, like horrible flute music and like weird fucking Komodo, shit.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's just on a loop too, like, and you have to hear the whole thing. Like, I don't know. I've heard worse. It's definitely not for me. I can't do nothing with that. That's just me though.
Well, we'll definitely have to listen to his other stuff too. We got about 12 minutes. That's true. I wonder if he does if he's done like a boom bap, with guitar. If he's got like major seventh, minor sevenths, excuse me, just cruising through. I don't know. I'd love to hear some boom bap from him, but
yeah.
I'm gonna play a song. Yeah. I'm gonna play a song. We'll play a song from you. Just keep going. We'll play a song from Cam.
Word.
Sweet. Here we go. Boom. Now that's some flute elevator music.
Who did that?
That was me.
Yeah. No, that's dope.
Yeah. We'll go.
It's not elevator music. I was bobbing too much. I'm in the elevator bobbing too much. That's just gonna be going like this. 300
All right.
pounds up and down.
Oh man, have you ever been stuck in an elevator before?
No.
Oh, dude, it's the scariest feeling. I was stuck in an elevator when I was a young kid with a bunch of other young kids, and we just were bullshitting around, and one thing led to another. We were in an elevator, and it just stopped moving, and we were like,
Once
"What?"
one person starts freaking out, that's it.
Oh, dude, there were like 3 other people probably like crying, and they're like, "We can't be stuck in here! Come on!" Like, then the elevator started moving. We're like, "Oh, we were saved!" And I swear to God, I saw some other kid from the distance with a cape on, like zoom past us like he was a hero or something like that. And I'll never forget that day. That was fucked up.
Man.
I don't think we've played Uplift. We're gonna play Uplift.
Yeah, that's totally different too. That's more popish along them lines.
All right, cool. Yo, hey everyone, real quick, thanks for tuning in to Beats Over Beats. We're just gonna keep playing beats. Submit them, we'll play them next week.
We're gonna keep beats over beats over beats over beats.
Over bars and over bears.
Bears?
Bears? Question mark.
Yeah.
Maybe. Hey, if you got a bear, what were we gonna say?
No, bears only is what I said because fucking Hero was like bears, and then he was like bears with an exclamation point. Then he put beats with a question mark. I replied, bears only. No beats,
Bears
bro.
only. That's right. Bears over Bears, the podcast just for bears, only for bears that make beats. Over bears.
Overbearing bears over bears.
Oh my god. How many bears can you get in one room together?
I mean, a lot, depending on the size.
Have you seen a bear up in Maine?
Oh yeah, I've seen plenty of bears up here, dude. There was a bear that was coming to our fucking garbage every goddamn night, dude. I had a bear actually right out this fucking window right here at night, and it's pretty level with the ground right here. And that bear was probably 600 or 700 pounds, dude. It was sitting right there eating garbage a few nights. I got pictures and shit. They're rather dark, and I got some from the front when they moved the trash can out front of the house or whatever. And it just kept coming until they fixed the trash problem, which was plastic tops to the dumpster don't hold a bear out, so they put metal ones. And problem solved pretty much. But yeah, no, the fucking bear was coming a lot, and we could hear it, bro. The dumpster in between this wall where the flag is an outside wall, and in between to a building on the other side was the dumpster. And at night, we're in this bedroom sleeping, we hear banging on the fucking wall. It's the bear trying to use the wall to climb into the dumpster. You know what I'm saying? And climb the dumpster and banging on our wall at night. Like, damn, it's like 3 a.m. Bang, bang, bang. It's a fucking 700-pound bear eating leftover KFC.
I'd probably shit myself. I'd be like, holy crap.
Yeah, fuck that. I was like, nah, right out the fucking window, bro. I could have reached out and touched it. That's how close it was, sitting right out my window.
Did you?
And, one night it was there, and we wanted to go away, so I knew it was around the corner. I can't see because there's no window right here, but my window right here, I looked and I could hear it digging in the trash. So I took a pot from the kitchen and like a big fucking wooden spoon or whatever, and I opened this window and I cranked on it, wham, 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 and that thing took the fuck off, ran past the fucking window and to the edge of the backyard into the woods and turned around and was looking. And we had the flashlight and the camera, the phones and shit out, flashing that way, and we could see his eyes. And it didn't take long, and it was on its way back already to get that food. And I had to bang that motherfucker again. It was obvious that it had come around a lot and didn't really care if people were there or not. So I was like, yep, nope, not fucking with that thing.
Was it a black bear or was it like a brown bear? Yeah,
black bear.
Damn. Yeah, no, I don't think I've ever encountered a bear. That's scary. But
yeah, moose too. I've had them motherfuckers right face to face in the woods. People calling them to the truck. I've been on 4-wheeler before and had the people in front of me on a side by side. We're going 40, 50 miles an hour down the trail, and a moose just runs out onto the trail in between us. And I had to, slam my brakes on a 4-wheeler and then with my foot, try to whip it into reverse and try to go backwards while this thing had turned and faced me. Luckily, it turned and went the other way, but that was as close as I ever came. I was so close to the fucking moose that moose are always like being followed and surrounded by like horseflies. They always got tons of horseflies around them. I was so close that the horseflies were attacking me, because I had stopped in the 4-wheeler and it was probably like 10 feet from me. And they were like, there was just so many horseflies immediately around me while I'm trying to put it in reverse. And I thought that was going to charge me, but it was a time of year where they didn't have antlers.
Oh my God.
They fall off and they regrow. And during that time, they're not really going to charge you because it wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? They could, but technically they tend to run away. But I was very new to the whole, I didn't know what to do. So I'm just like, I need to get away. I'm like, nothing's working. Why did this go in reverse? What the fuck's happening here? Piece of shit. And then the thing went the other way, and I'm like, well, fuck, that wasn't too bad.
I would be scared either a bear or a moose, and I've never seen. I wanted to see a moose because in New Hampshire they would be like, yeah, you'd see some, but
yeah. But they're scary when you get up close because they're big. You think it moves, but it's like double the size of a fucking horse, bro. And like they're big.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and I've been riding 4-wheeler before on a trail and had a fucking black bear run right out, like right next to my fucking machine as I'm traveling up the thing. right out next to my machine onto the trail, where I had to swerve and put my brakes on, and it kept running down the trail in front of me, and then went off down the side. I'm like, damn, like, that was fucking close. Like,
There's a bear.
you don't know what to do in those situations, but like, luckily nothing's ever happened. So
Yeah, the bear. What if the bear jumped? Like he just like got next to you. That would have been
right
crazy.
next to me, bro, riding there. Like, I've had some close calls, dude, and that's what you get out here because it's a ton of fucking wildlife out here. And I spend a lot of time out there when it's nice out, not in the winter so much, but when it's nice, I'm out there.
Damn. All right. Well, let's play Uplift. Close
Yeah,
this out. And yo, everyone, thanks for tuning in to Beats Over Bears.
Over bears.
And don't forget to submit your bears at beatsoverbeats@gmail.com. That's it. Submit your bears. Bears only.
Bears.
Bears. All right, here we go.
Like I am now listening to Above Big Big.